I got together with a good colleague of mine, Liz Taylor. So we wanted to ask about how often people take leave from work and how supportive work is and all that. We asked some basic stuff that now I look back on, I was like, okay, that probably wasn't the best approach, but man, it was like opening up this Pandora's box
Mm.
of people were getting asked what felt like probably for them the first time about what their work experience was like in college sport. And we just got this deluge of
Mm.
information. And I remember we had a very broad opening of like, hey, if there's anything related to your work experience that you want to talk about, like let us know. It was an avalanche of people probably feeling very pent up, frustrated, burnt out, annoyed, just overwhelmed. And we were kind of like putting a microphone and letting them talk into this box without feeling like there was be any recourse at work. And that kind of kicked off like the last 8 years of us just looking into it because we just kind of got exposed to all that.
What were some of the questions that were asked for you to really uncover a lot of these things that are happening in the industry?
In the very beginning, what was especially important to us was like burnout and what's called work family conflict. So you have these dynamics of this give and take between work and family. All these things can create conflict that you have to manage, that all of us have to manage every day. We knew ahead of time going in that college sport employees were having probably a higher level of conflict than a traditional job because it's not just working 8 to 5, it's because Oregon's playing at 10 o'clock Pacific time, but then you also have another team that's playing at noon the next day Eastern time. It's because sport is entertainment. It needs to be during entertainment hours, and that usually means it has to be occurring when people are home, when they can absorb or consume that entertainment. And it just stretches the limitations of what people would have. So we knew that entertainment component was going to be the key component, that those employees then had to work entertainment hours, but also were navigating the gears of life and growing families and choices and important moments that they had to decide if they were going to miss.
There's so many of us have left. Really, really talented people at the highest levels of college sports, and they just left. This research personifies all of that. You start having a family and you just don't have the time anymore to work 14 hours a day, or you feel guilty for doing that. In your research, are there more people leaving?
We've had people comment to say that I have to pack my spouse at the second we become pregnant, that we're like essentially going to put our 2 weeks in. We had people on the other end like that were senior leadership. They're reflecting back of like, yeah, I got divorced because I worked in sports, or my kids are like totally alienated from me. And now I realize it now that I'm like near the end of my career that I've sacrificed so much for something that's going to quickly replace me. But all those memories and experiences and days are long gone and I'll never get those back.